So in this question, we've been given the triangle ABC with this information here. We need to use the sine rule to find the value of sine x, given the answer to 4 decimal places. So we've got the sine rule here, and depending on if we want to work out an angle or a length, we could also use the reciprocated version. So we use this if we want to work out a length, and this one if you want to work out an angle. We could use either. It's just easier to use this one for a length and this one for an angle. And we've got our general non-right angled triangle here, where we're labeling the vertices with a capital A and the opposite side with a lowercase. And we always use the sine rule when we've got an opposite pair of angle and length. So for this question, we need to draw a diagram. So if we just draw a general non-right angled triangle, we're told in part B that AB is the longest side of a triangle, so I'll label this as A to B, which means this one must be C. We're told that A to B is 21 centimeters, so we'll label that on the diagram. B to C is 13, that's this side. Angle BAC, so B to A to C, this one is 25 degrees. And angle ACB, so A to C to B, this is angle X. We need to work out the sine of X. So we need to identify an opposite side and angle, which is this one and this one. And because we want to work out an unknown angle, we'll have the sines on top. We'll use this equation here. So the sine of angle A, which is 25 degrees, over the opposite length, which is 13, is equal to the sine of angle C, which is X, over its opposite length, which is 21. Now we just need to make this sine of X the subject, so we'll multiply both sides by the 21. So we've got 21 times the sine of 25 over 13 degrees, and this will give us the sine of X. I'll show you how to work this out on a calculator. So the first thing we need to do is to make sure we're in degrees. So I'll go to Settings, Calculator Settings, Angle Unit, and we'll choose degrees. We'll enter the fraction of 21 sine 25 degrees. I'll close that bracket, over 13. And to 4 decimal places, we can see the sine of X is 0.6827. So that's part A. For part B, given also that AB is the longest side of a triangle, find the value of X given the answer to 2 decimal places. And if we took the arc sine of both sides, then this sine and the arc sine will cancel. So what we're left with is X equals the arc sine of 0.6827. So if we work this out on the calculators, I'll just press Shift and Sine of that previous answer, and we get 43.05 degrees. But you can see from the diagram that this is clearly not the value of X. This should be an obtuse angle, not acute. So we need to find another solution. If we think about the sine graph, we know the sine of X is 0.6827. So that we'll have a solution here, and at this point, the calculator gave us our first solution. What we want is the second solution, and this will be the 180 take away the 43.05. So the value of X that we want is X will equal 136.95 degrees, okay?